Hello everyone. In today's cryptid profile we'll be doing is of a certain turtle. And that is the Beast of Busco is the subject of a legend in Churubusco, Indiana, about an enormous snapping turtle which citizens claim to have seen in 1949. Despite the month-long hunt that briefly gained national attention, the beast of the Busco was never found. Now, let's start with the history of this cryptid turtle. The beast of Busco, or affectionately known as Oscar, from the first discoverer, resides in the Churubusco, Indiana, where it was supposedly a giant snapping turtle. Legend has it that the story starts in 1898 when a farmer named Oscar Folk supposedly saw a giant turtle living in a 7-acre lake on his farm near the Churubusco. He told others about it, but eventually he decided to leave it alone. A half a century later, in July 1948, two Churubusco citizens, Ora Blue and Charlie Wilson, also reported seeing a huge alligator snapping turtle weighing at an estimate 500 pounds while fishing on the same lake, which had come to be known as Folk Lake. A farmer named Gale Harris owned the land at the time. Harris and others also reported seeing the creature. Word spread and many expeditions were held to try and get the big beast out of the lake, including draining and motorboat boating the lake. Not much else is known about the Beast of Busco. Some say it was just hibernating and waiting for food to come to it. Some say the beast never existed and it was just Oscar's way of making the sleepy town feel alive. Oscar is honored in the Turtle Days festival each June. It includes a parade, carnival, and a turtle show labeled Beast of Busco. Hangs in the Two Brothers restaurant in Indiana. A small concrete statue of the turtle sits on the sidewalk at the main intersection in the center of the Churubusco. In 1950, another giant turtle was also reported from Indiana. In July 1950, this one from a swamp at a black oak, some hundreds of miles from Churubusco. It was reported by the Lake County surveyor Samuel and the farmer Henry Ewen, who were draining the swamp using a 30 culvert into a little Calmont River when they noticed a large animal swimming towards them. Brownston described it as a turtle Its head was as huge as humans, and even Aaron stated it was too big to even get into the 30-inch drain. I tried to help it, I push on its shell. But man, when I saw the size of that thing, I knew I didn't want to. I do know. I knew I didn't want to tangle with it. It was big as a beer barrel. It could snap their head off in a second. His head is 6 inches across, and he could 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 hold a big orange in his mouth. At first, I thought it was uh, an old moss-covered log. He had so much moss on him, it looked like he was wearing a fur coat. I put my hand on him, thinking it was a log, when he struck, stuck his head out, and looked at me right in the eye, gave me a turn. According to Irwin, it resembled a alligator snapping turtle, except the shell felt sort like a smooth and rubbery. He nicknamed it Methuselah on on account of its assumed old age, and admitted that the encounter had scared him enough to persuade him not to go looking for the turtle. Some believe that Oscar could theoretically still be alive out there. As for alligator snapping turtles can have extremely long lifespans. No sightings of giant turtles in Folk Lake were reported after 1949, and Harris himself believed that Oscar might have had migrated into different lake via a subterranean river, a theory suggested to him by guys from the zoo. Alternatively, the turtle may have survived within the lake folk by burying itself in the mud at the bottom and going to stasis. In eventually, which turtle collector Russ Reed finds unlikely but possible. Reed believes that the Beast of Busco most likely died of suffocation after burying itself to avoid draining. Subsequent owners of the land have refused to allow the lake to be searched. Whether the body of Oscar is still in the lake, or it might have moved to another different lake. So, on average, a normal alligator snapping turtle, a species found in the southern Indiana, weighs between 19 and 176 pounds, with a carapace length of up to 2.5, but much larger individuals may have verified. Lorin Coleman notes that the lower estimate of the Beast of Busco weight are within the known range of alligator snapping turtle. A 249-pound specimen lived in the Chicago Shad Aquarium, and an alleged 403-pounder was reported to have been caught in Kansas in the early 20th century. Russ Reed suggests that Oscar's size was dramatically overestimated by eyewitnesses, who believes may have been misled by partial views, or by disproportionately large head of an alligator snapping turtle. Others suggest that the entire saga was a hoax, originated by locals and stalked by media. And a Churubusco farmer, O.E. Jones, from whom Gail Harris had purchased his property, claimed claimed that the alleged turtle was in fact a black Angus cow swimming around. Mark speculated that alleged oversized snapping turtle specimens, such as the Beast of Busco and oak the black oak turtle, may have been forced to move closer to human communities because of environment habitat destruction caused by draining of swamps to make way for farmland. And that's it for this video. Like and subscribe, and see you later, guys.